Okay, we are recording. Good evening, everybody. I am hosting for Jen tonight. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tanya Griss. I am the co-founder of the crew, the Get Fit crew that you guys always see me posting about. So I am going to go through some of the slides that Jen had prepared, and then we're going to do open forum and just kind of chat about a couple things. The main thing that we're going to talk about tonight is getting ourselves ready for Team Cup, getting our teams ready for Team Cup, and maybe doing a little strategy session, and everybody can kind of chip in on things that they do to get themselves ready and to get their Team Cup team ready to go for the month. So let's get me screen share here. Just want to go through some of her shout outs. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. So I welcomed everybody already. So let's get to the updates here. We have a few updates that Jen wanted to make sure we all knew here. Obviously, I'm hoping everybody already knows about All Access and that you have been talking about it both on your wall so everybody can see, but also privately when you're having these conversations. That's something that you have to make sure you remember. Just because you post it doesn't mean everybody sees it. Make sure you're privately talking to these people about it, because I'm hoping all of you guys think it is like the next best thing to sliced bread like I do, because to me, it is the best for them. I know some people are nervous because they're like, oh, well, then they're never going to buy another program. But I look at the All Access as they're going to have all the fitness programs. I feel that's going to keep them on their Shakeology, because if they just buy one program and they don't like it, they're going to stop everything. At least with All Access, they're buying every program. So if they didn't like one program that they thought they were going to start with, they can try another program. And then they'll find the program that fits them perfectly, and then they're going to stick with their shakes every month. And that's what we're here to do, is we're here to help them stick to and get good results. So I think All Access is amazing. And don't forget that we get the 3 Success Club points from All Access. So you're going to get the first 2 like normal. And then the last point, Beachbody gives it to you manually the Tuesday after. So if you sold an All Access today, you'll get that extra point tomorrow. If you sold it last Thursday or Wednesday, you'll still get it tomorrow. It's always the Tuesday following you'll get that last point. And I think that they have said, like, say somebody sells at the end, because yeah, tomorrow's the last day. Yeah, so if anybody sells it tomorrow, I think you'll get all 3. It'll show for this month. So they were saying, like, not to worry, that you'll still get all your points for it for January. You don't have to wait for like the following Tuesday or something like that. Let's see. Oh, and then Team Cup. That's what most of the call is going to be about tonight. Show of hands. Is everybody on a Team Cup already, whether you're leading it or you are a part of a Team Cup? Okay. For any of the possible new coaches that might be on the call and you're not too sure what Team Cup is, Team Cup is really fun. Ever since I've been a coach, I have always been a part of a Team Cup. I like it because you don't have to work with just your team. So you can work with somebody on a different team, or you can, it doesn't even have to be somebody from the Fit family. It could just be like a friend of yours that might be Diesel Nation or one of these other ones. And it's just a great way to get a group of coaches together and kind of like brainstorm with each other and find out how other people might work their business and get their ideas of different challenge groups or ways that you can invite or ways that you can do things. So it's a great way. It's a great training tool, but it's also a fun way to combine your Success Club points and earn prizes. I remember the first prize is a Bluetooth speaker. I don't remember what the other ones were, but I remember seeing that Bluetooth speaker. It says like Team Beachbody on it or whatever. So you win prizes based on the accumulation of Success Club points from all the 5 coaches that are on there. It can only be 1 diamond. It's your lifetime rank is what it goes by. So only 1 diamond per group. But I love it. I think it's a great way. But there was something that they talked about today on the National Wake Up Call. I don't know if everybody was on it. If you didn't listen to it live, you should have listened to the recording already. But they're doing a matchmaker forum that if you don't have a team and you really want to be a part of a Team Cup, you can go there and tell them that you're looking for a team, and they're going to help you find it. That's why they call it the matchmaker. They're going to help match you to a team and get you on a Team Cup so you can be a part of it. So I think that's cool that they're doing that, because it gives everybody an opportunity. So if somebody that's new in the business and they're not really sure, like, who do I even reach out to, or I don't really know anybody yet on my team, they have that availability to find a match for themselves. It's kind of like Match.com for Team Cup. So I thought that was pretty cool that they had that. I mean, Beachbody is always thinking of something new. So I thought that was a really, really great thing. But there's some great things with participating in Team Cup. You can see everything on here, so I don't have to read it all to you because you guys can see the slides. But there's so many reasons why to participate. One, because I think it's great for getting to know more people on the team, because they only allow, the one diamond and things like that. It really gets people grabbing out to other people on the team, not just their normal little clique. So it gets everybody involved and really gets you to meet other people and work closely with other people for 30 days. So you really get to know them better. So I like it because it's kind of like a little team bonding. That's how I've always looked at it anyways, is you have the team bonding. But you get to earn all the points together. You get to earn the prizes. I mean, how cool would it be to have your name on that Team Cup? I don't know if you guys all know that, but the top team, you get all your personal names, not just the team name, but all your names get on that cup, and it's engraved in that cup forever. So I think that is the coolest thing ever. And then, you're working as a team to help change people's lives. So, which is what we do on a daily basis. So some of my coaches were like, well, I don't understand why be part of the Team Cup. It's what I do already. Exactly. It's what you do already, but it gives some fun to it. Just like in our challenge groups, we add some fun to it sometimes and do prizes and do giveaways. It's always fun to have something to strive for. It's always fun to be like, I'm going to push a little extra hard because I don't want to let my team down. I'm going to push a little extra hard because I want to win that speaker, or whatever other prize might be on there, just to give you that extra little push. So it's just something fun to do, all of us. And you could be a brand new coach and you could be a part of it, and you can learn that way. Kind of be pushed out of your comfort zone a little bit. So if you have not joined a Team Cup yet, make sure you post in the team page and let people know that you're still looking for a team to be a part of. And don't feel like, oh, well, I haven't hit Success Club in 3 months. I don't want to hold anybody back. Don't think like that, because in all honesty, you becoming a part of a Team Cup is going to help push you. And it might push you out of that comfort zone, which is exactly what you need in your business right now, is to be pushed out of your comfort zone. Because I know I felt like that when I was joining my first Team Cup. I was just like, oh, well, I'm kind of like a low man on the totem pole, and I don't really get a lot of Success Club points, so I don't want to be the only one without points on the board and feel bad. And it's not, don't feel like that at all, guys. It has nothing to do with that. I want to give, this is awesome. When I do my team calls, I don't know who's drawing on the slides. I don't know if you guys can see like the green drawing that's going on the slides. This is my favorite slide to do on the Get Fit Cruise team call, because all of these people on here have worked extremely hard to reach out and change lives, one life at a time. And that's a little motto that we do on our team, is we try to see how many lives we can change. We try to focus on the amount of lives and not the Success Club points. So I want to give a big shout out to the people that have already changed 5 or more lives in the Success Club 10 leader ladder right there. I mean, that's a lot of names on there. So I think you all deserve a big pat on the back. I think everybody's doing great. And then the people that are in the 3 Lives Club right now that have already got Success Club 5 locked in, that's amazing as well. You guys should be proud of yourselves that you are helping people. You're changing those lives. And then look at the amount of people. There are so many people that have Success Club points on the board that, oh, someone's drawing a heart. I don't know who's drawing that, but I love that. There's so many people with names on the board that the names had to be so small you can hardly read them. You guys should all be extremely proud of what you're doing on a daily basis. Don't focus on the points, focus on the lives and the people. And the numbers are just going to fall into place, and they're just going to happen. When you start to focus on your journey and you start to focus on the people, everything else falls into place. That's what I found in my business, because I used to focus on the numbers. I used to focus on the Success Club points. I used to focus on my volume numbers. I used to focus on all the numbers. And once you change that mindset and you really focus on the people, it puts more personal touch, and it puts a more personal touch into how you talk to these people and how you approach them and how you help them, that they feel that connection, and everything else falls into place after that happens. I'm going to stop the screen share here really quick so I can see everybody's face. I have to see everyone's face when I'm talking. So congrats to everybody that's names was on there. But right now I want to talk strategy with everybody. And I want to tell you guys a little bit about what I always do for the Team Cup when I lead. And then I would really love to open it up, and I would love to hear some feedback from you guys of what you do, whether you lead a Team Cup or maybe if everyone's kind of a leader in the Team Cup, what everybody does in your groups together. The way I do it is I don't look at myself like the leader of my Team Cup on paper, because Beachbody needs a leader to sign up. I always end up being the one to sign up, but we are all equal on our team. And what we do is we do a group chat on Facebook. And when we first initially have it, we all, of course, figure out the name, and one person makes a picture, or a couple of different people make pictures. So we have a couple different pictures to utilize, and we strategize. We talk about how we're going to get ourselves there, how we're going to help each other, and how each person needs accountability, because everybody needs accountability in a different way. Some people need to be kind of chatted with each day, like, hey, how did you do today? You know, what did you do? What did you do for your business today? For that accountability. Some people don't need to be bothered. They just need to work. Yes, Tara, make that picture. So we always try to find out each person and what's the best way for them to be held accountable. I think that's the most important first step to take, because if they're not people that you're used to working with on a regular, you don't really know how they work. So to find out how they work and how you can help them best is the best first step. I know that's something Robin and I, we try to do calls once a week, and that's the one thing we ask each other before our call is done. What can I do to help you this week? How can I help you this week? What's the best way that you need accountability? So I think that's a really, really important thing when you're getting a group of people together that you might not know too well, is to find that out. Maybe find out what they might be struggling with now, because you might have something that you can contribute to help them with what they're struggling with right now. And then you go from there. So you work the accountability the way that each person finds best. We like to chat in our group thread. So I open up a Facebook group message. I don't do an actual group. Some people do. I just find Messenger a little bit easier because we always have so many groups on Facebook already that it can get a little overwhelming. So we either do a text message group or a Facebook group. And we chat in there daily. We talk about the people that we might have spoken to. If we have questions, if we're having a down day and we're just like, you know, I've talked to like 20 people and I invited 20 people and I'm not getting anywhere. You know, it's just a place for us to vent if we need to vent. It's a place for us to help whoever needs the help. And it's a place for us, like, what I do is if I'm sending a message out to people and I'm finding I'm getting a great response, I copy and paste that message and I'll give it to the people that are on my Team Cup and be like, hey guys, this is the invite I'm using today. For some reason, it's getting a great response. Maybe try that, try using it. So we share invite messages with each other. Really just as I do with my team. If I find a message that works, I give it to them also. But I do the same thing for the Team Cup. We help each other with invite messages, you know, just to read what other people are sending, because it might, you know, it might work for you. Maybe what you're sending doesn't work. So we share everything, how we're inviting, how we're talking to people, how we're connecting, you know, where we might be adding new friends from that might be working for us and things like that. But I would like to open it up to you guys to see what strategies you guys might do with your Team Cups. Who on here is leading a team for this one? You are, Sarah? What does your team usually do?
This time around, we're going to actually do 2 free groups because Valentine's Day is coming up. And, you know, like free groups, you can't place all your eggs in one basket. You know, you can't expect them to bring challenge packs or people wanting to bring challenge packs, but it does open that door of communication. So we wanted to get those 2 free groups done earlier in the month. We started one today actually, and it's how to beat the winter blues. So we're posting like a crock pot recipe, what we do personally to stay, you know, not depressed in the winter, and posting a Beachbody exercise. So if you go to inside the blog area, they often have videos and posting one of those. So it's not so much reinventing the wheel, but, you know, like just pulling from the resources that Beachbody's already given you. And that way you're not pulling exercise programs or whatnot from outside of Beachbody world. It's subliminal messaging in a sense.
Dropping the seed.
And then next week, because it's Valentine's Day, we thought we'd try something very different. Well, I've never done this before, so it's very different for me, but hey, you know, listen to everybody else. And, you know, like you said, yeah, I'm the quote unquote leader, but it's all team effort. So, we're doing, a love language week before Valentine's Day, and each of us will take a different, you know, there's that book, The 5 Love Languages, and each of us will take a day or take one of those love languages and show in the 5 days how we would express that to our spouse, significant other, friends, family, that kind of thing. And then maybe find some couples exercises or activities that we could suggest for people to do together. So something totally off the cuff. But again, free groups aren't necessarily to, you know, like, oh, let's get a bunch, you know, we're going to sell 5 million challenge packs, but it opens the doorway to communication and gain people trust so that you have 2 weeks afterwards to build that trust and, you know, really listen to what they have to say. I mean, some people are just totally ready, like we were discussing before.
Right.
When you knew it was for you, you're like, I'm all in, whatever. Other people, 6 months down the road, but hopefully, you know, but most people I find it takes a good 2 weeks of communication and just really listening. And so we wanted to be prepared for that, not just do something the last week and roll the die and figure that part out. So
yeah, there was like a statistic that Mike was talking about that most people do not make a decision until like the 5th to 8th contact. So not meaning the 5th to 8th like invite, but the 5th to 8th contact, which could just be like, hey, how are you? Which I found that to be very true, that there's some people where I've messaged them a few times and they've never responded. And then I'll send them a happy birthday and then they respond. So it all really depends on that.
Mm-hmm. I'll have people who take 6 months, you know, like I'll send them a message every 3 weeks or something like that. Thank God for Teamsy. And, you know, like 6 months down the road, I've seen all that stuff. I'm ready to buy a challenge pack. And you're like, you haven't even talked to them about anything, but they know that you're that person.
But they're always watching.
Right.
You know? They're always watching.
They are always watching. That is very true. What is there anybody else that wants to share any strategies that how you guys are going into Team Cup?
I'm leading a team. We're actually doing a Coach Basics just within our little group right now. So we're kind of just kind of putting it out there that way and learning. And we're just, Tracy and I, you know, have been around, but otherwise the rest are new. And it's just kind of feeling it out and feeling the water and trying to get those basics down of what's in the coach office and things like that. So we're really, you know, beginners other than, you know, Tracy and I will keep on keeping on.
I like that idea though, of having like a little Coach Basics, you know, just getting back to the basics. Because a lot of times that's what we end up doing, you know, with the coaches that have been in it for a while. You always end up going back to the basics. You know what I mean? You always end up going right back to those vital behaviors and starting.
And all those first videos about, you know, what is Shakeology and why do you know, and you lose that after a few years. And it's amazing how that kind of just brings back that, oh yeah, it's been great and such a great resource. It's in the back office.
I love that idea. And that's great too, because, you know, it's like watching a movie. You notice something different each time you watch it. You know,
it means so much more after a while versus, you know, the first times you see those videos, you're kind of still deer in the headlights. But, you know, after a while, it's, oh, you know, that makes so much more sense.
Right. Or you understand the lingo that they're saying in the video. So now you can connect to the video a little bit more. So you can grasp a little
And
more.
there's familiar faces from seeing them at Summit or
Right.
listening to them on the National Wake Up Call. And so you feel like you know these people teaching you this time.
Right. I really love that
Interesting.
idea. I never thought to do that and do like a Coach Basics and kind of go back and watch all that stuff again with the Team Cup. That's a really great idea.
I mean, it happened backwards. We were going to do Team Coach Basics, and I'm like, hey, we should be a Team Cup team.
Exactly. If you're going to do it anyways.
Great things happen.
Yep. Exactly. Does anybody else want to share their strategies?
I can share.
Okay.
So everybody on our team is on my team, so downline coaches. So we are having like our first call on Thursday where we're just going to come together and do some planning and do some strategies and things, you know, just kind of share. We're all inviting into the same challenge group, so we're all going to kind of co-host a challenge group starting on the 13th. So we're all kind of inviting into that same challenge group for the month of February. I have a team call I hold with them every Thursday, so that'll still be kind of our team call because we're all on the same team. So otherwise I just have a feed going like in Messenger, so we can kind of communicate in that feed daily, or I mean whenever it's convenient for them. And that's kind of how we're doing it for the month of February.
I like that. I like the running the challenge group together. Our team does that a lot. We try to do like group challenge groups. I just feel like it helps the newer coaches too, or the ones that aren't comfortable running a challenge group, because they know they have other coaches in there. So if they're not really sure what to do or if what they're doing is okay, you know, they have other people in there to give them some feedback. I like that. I like that. Anybody else? I'm looking through the chat really quick. Yeah, exactly. Like what Tara was just saying, she put it in the chat that it helps too because you don't feel like you're talking to yourself when you're running a group with other coaches. There's other people commenting and posting and stuff like that. So it keeps the group feeling active, because a lot of times we kind of lose our mojo, so to speak, when we're running the challenge group, when we know we're only talking to ourselves, because then we kind of lose our excitement because there's no one going on in there, you know? So it's nice to have other coaches in there running it. So we try to do that too with our team, you know, just so that way. And if you only end up having like one or two challengers, sometimes, you know, if they're not posters and they're just the fly on the wall type challengers, you know, you're talking to them, but they're not talking back. They're just watching. So it's nice to have other coaches in there, you know. Yeah, and it's fun for other challenges too, so you can do fun stuff. Do any of you guys run like fun little challenges in your challenge group to like win little tiny prizes, whether it be like a Shakeology packet or a shaker cup or something like that? Because I find that that is really, really fun in the challenge groups, and a lot of times it helps when the challenge group has that lull and it's really quiet and no one's doing anything. I'll be with you in 1 second, okay? When it has that lull and there's nothing going on, then you play a fun little game and all of a sudden everyone comes out of the woodwork and everybody's finally like posting again in the group. So it's a good way to get stuff going back. What are some fun games that you guys have done in your challenge groups that you have found actually worked, where people have actually jumped on and started playing to win prizes?
We just had a couple weeks that we did a week of things like, I'm trying to think of what kinds of fun challenges, but I'd post the night before, so they had all day. Like, for example, they take pictures of everything you eat for the day type thing, and then, you know, and so if before it goes in your mouth, you have to take a picture of it. So you really want to show us that?
Yeah.
And it's just things like that. And then all of a sudden I would pop in with everybody who posted today. I'd do a random drawing for, you know, extra those little workout videos that we get with the programs, or, you know, just a water bottle, or, you know,
Right.
things, some Shaco or something, energized. But yeah, and that just, they went nuts for the week, and then now let's do it again. So then we did another week, and now this week we're just kind of settling down and doing like a rate your day every day, because me trying to keep up with who's posting and who's doing what is
That's,
a
yeah.
lot going on. But it's so
Very
much fun, and just a quick Facebook Live drawing, you know, they just get fired up and competitive, and
They
They're
love
fun.
giveaways. They definitely love giveaways. One that I did that I wanted to share with you guys, it was a little different. It wasn't about them posting in the group. It was my way of getting them to help me market my free group. I have one ongoing free group called Fit for Free. And I have my next challenge coming up for February, where we're doing like a high and tight booty challenge, just a wall squat, just hold a wall squat for a certain period of time. But I made the picture and I posted it in the group. Okay, let's see. So we have 10 minutes left. So I posted it in the group, and I just said, you know, that we're going to do a giveaway for anyone that shares this picture. And I even gave them the verbiage that they can utilize for anyone that shared it. In order to get running in the drawing for the free giveaway, they had to tag me in the post and invite their friends to join them in the free group. And that was a way for me to help me market my free group without me constantly posting about my free group. And it was a way for me to, you know, get into their network of friends, of people that either liked their post or commented on their post. It was new people for me to talk to. So that could be something that you guys can try if you want to, if you're going to do the giveaways, if you have like an ongoing free group, or if you have people that are going from one free group to the next, maybe tell them that for those specific people, because they're already in one of your groups, that maybe that you would like to do something special for them. And, you know, for everyone that posts this on their wall and tags you in the post, they'll go in a drawing for the giveaway, and you'll do the giveaway right before the new group starts. And they can help you network and market your free groups. It's a great way to, you know, to get into their network and for you to grow your network, and also for them to promote you without you having to, like, you know, promote yourself. You know, it's hard sometimes to sit here and talk yourself up of, oh, how great my group's going to be. But if you can get people that are in one of your groups already, and they're like, oh my God, my coach is doing another great group. We just had so much fun in our week for the crock pot group, and now we're going to do a high and tight booty challenge. Join me. You know what I mean? Then they're talking you up, and they're saying how much fun they're having in your group. So that could be something if you guys want to try that to help you market. But it's something that I tried, and so far it worked pretty well. I had about 10 or 15 people, and the great way to keep track of it is that they tag me. So all I do is when I'm ready, I just go on my wall at the end of that day and write down the names of all the people that showed up on my wall that posted about the challenge. Because if they tag me, it's going to show up on my wall. So it's easier than having to keep track in the actual group of who posted their pictures, because that's crazy. Dude, that must have been crazy, because every time I do that, I'm like, oh my God, I hope I got everybody's name. I hope I didn't miss anybody. You know, then I start to get nervous that I forgot someone. So I know that really helped me. If any of you guys want to try that, I would love for you guys to try it and let me know how it worked for you. Because so far this is the first time I tried it. I just tried it on Friday, and it worked pretty well. I'm just reading the chat real quick so we don't lose any time. Oh, that's cool, Sarah. So you guys are offering the Fix 8 book. Cool. So is it for every time each post that they post, or if they post a recipe, a sweaty selfie, or the tip? Is it one for each one? So like they could post three?
They just have to pick one of them for that day. It's a very large group. It has almost 70 people in it. And so like you said, trying to weed through all that is just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like not everyone has a recipe, and not everyone has this, and not everyone has that, but they can choose one of those three. So as long as every day they post something, then their name will go in the live drawing on Friday. Or I guess it'd be Saturday because it ends on Friday.
Right.
To be eligible to get the cookbook.
Cool. I love that. I love that. Is there anybody on here that is not in a Team Cup yet?
No, I'm not.
We need to get you in one, Rocky. I know there's still people looking for someone, so we need to get you in one. Is there anyone else?
Me.
Nicole, you're not in a Team Cup yet?
Yeah.
We need to get you in one.
I know.
You need to get
My
in
coach
one.
Mary needs one.
Because I used to see, there you go. Rocky, was that Tara that just said that?
Yep.
Tara, Rocky, get with Tara because her coach is one.
Nicole can too.
Yeah, oh, she needs two?
She's not on a team cup.
Oh, there you go. So there's 3. You guys just need 2 more people. I'm sure there's 2 more coaches out there.
I could tell Becky too.
Yeah, don't wait or don't think, like I said before, like, oh, I don't want to go on a cup because what if I don't do good? Because it's what we do every day anyways. It's you just running your coaching business like you do every day, except this time you get to collaborate with other coaches and join forces with your Success Club points and win prizes. That's the only difference from what you're already doing. So don't think of it as like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do it, because you're already doing it. It's what you do every day. You're doing your 4 vital behaviors, you're doing what you need to be doing, and you're talking to people. It's the same thing. It's just an extra incentive to the job that we already do every day. If you look at it like that, then it won't be as scary. Because I know that feeling of, I don't know if I want to do it, you know? Other people are there with me. What if I don't do good?
Yeah, but there's some people that they never get Success Club, but now that they're on a cup team,
Yep.
they feel obligated to work. And look at that, they got Success Club.
Absolutely. I was just going to say that a lot of times the ones that don't ever get Success Club and they were like very hesitant on even joining a team because they didn't want to hold the team back, they have like the top points on the team because they're pushing so hard because they don't want to hold that team back. So I just think it's fun. I mean, it's nothing, it's a full positive thing. It's nothing negative about being on a team cup. There's nothing like, if you don't get any points, it's not like everybody's going to scold you and tell you that you suck or something because you got no points. You know, it's just hanging out with other coaches and chatting with them more. It's like having 4 extra Success Club partners. You know, you have 4 new accountability partners. So, yeah. Nicole, I want you to message me and tell me who's on your team cup team. Tomorrow, you got to message me names of who you have on your team. She's like, thank you so much, Tanya. Appreciate it. You got to get on a team. It's fun. It's fun. And post in the Fit Fam page if you need more people, because I know there's other people. Like Tara said, her coach, Mary, wants to be on one, and she doesn't have people. So
Yeah, I posted it in our team page, so you can even find her there.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're going to get you and Rocky on a team. Is there anybody else
I thought I was.
in here?
I'll only listen to you.
All right. As long as we got everyone on a team except those 2, we're going to get those 2 girls on a team. So then we're good. Did anybody have any questions about anything that I might not have covered up with Team Cup or anything like that? Or questions on anything else that we might have chatted about? Everybody's good? Okay, that's all that I had to cover for you guys. I just wanted to talk strategy on Team Cup and challenge groups and stuff like that so everybody can feel comfortable going into it. I know I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I have fun making up the team name. You know, like, I don't know. That's like the most fun part is trying to think of a team name for everybody. Because we always try to think of something goofy. I mean, why not? But make sure once you get your team and you have a picture made, was that Vito talking?
No, that's me laughing.
Oh.
We're watching TV.
Oh, it was the TV I heard. Make sure you post about it. You don't have to say, oh, a Team Cup or whatever, because non-Beachbody people are not going to understand what we're talking about. But you can at least post a picture and explain how, you know, Beachbody does these really fun things for their coaches, you know, for extra incentives and prizes to win. And you're so excited to be teamed up with, you know, this person, and this person that you normally don't get to work with them closely like that, and now you do. And do a post about it. But we're going to get cut off in a couple minutes, so I just want to tell everybody to have a great evening. And thanks for hopping on with me tonight. And I'll see you guys later.